Here's the analysis result for the guy you filled out the survey for. He scores B+. He's a good guy. Welcome to the Strong Brew, where you get answers to questions you're not supposed to ask. These are some things you may want to know about the man in your life. If you do really well in your career, will he become insecure? Will he try and use money to control you? Will he share housework or just make you do it all? In fights, when he gets angry, does he get aggressive? During intimacy, does he understand that no means no? Is he jealous, suspicious, or possessive? Will his attitude towards you change after having kids? Will he treat your parents with respect? What if you have conflicts with his parents? We tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. These are things nobody else will tell you. Things that are important for your future. This is a safe space for truth. No judgment, no platitudes, no login, no payment either. Our questions are from real life, but our answers come from science. Now, I built this thing, me and my husband, and honestly, we built it and we live it. We are both Stanford grads, we both have worked at Google, and we've been happily together since 1998. Along the way, we've added a son, now 13, and 4 dogs. We are genuine folks. If you're a woman trying to understand any man in your life, here is how it works. Go to www.thestrongbrew.life. Click on the Understand a Guy button there. Answer 10 questions about him. Watch a video tailored to your guy. That's all there is to it. It is completely anonymous, no login, no payment, no games, no manipulation. This analysis is obtained by combining solid trait psychology with cutting edge AI ML. We represent each person's personality with what is known as a feature vector. This has 10 elements, so our data is effectively 10-dimensional data. In case you're wondering how we can infer so much from just 10 questions, well, 10-dimensional data is very complex. There is a lot you can learn from that level of detail.
Okay, I think that does it for the preamble. Now let's plunge in. Let's start with this guy in his career. Will he go far or just talk big?
He is more of a steady worker than someone who's aiming for the top. You won't find him talking big about future plans because he usually prefers to keep his dreams realistic and his efforts focused on what he already knows works. If faced with difficulties or competition, he may step back rather than push forward.
Can he bounce back from failure?
When things go wrong at work, he won't explode or make a big scene. He keeps his feelings under control and tries to avoid drama. So you won't see much anger or panic, but don't expect him to actively tackle challenges head on.
What do people at work think of him? Do they like him?
People at work usually like him because he's polite, gentle, and tries hard not to upset anyone. He avoids arguments and doesn't raise his voice or push his opinions. Colleagues trust him to keep things calm and steady.
If you do really well in your career, will he become insecure?
He's likely to feel genuinely happy and proud of you if you do really well in your career. He doesn't have a strong urge to compete or compare himself to others, so your achievements won't make him feel small or insecure. You can expect encouragement, not rivalry or resentment.
What if you start earning more than him?
If you earn more than him, he's not likely to resent you or feel deeply insecure. He isn't driven by competition or ego, so your higher income won't bruise his pride. He's someone who values harmony and kindness over status.
Next, let's talk about how he is with money. Does he overspend? Is he reckless with money?
He is quite careful with money and likes to keep things organized, so he won't spend without thinking. He believes in planning and making sure everything is in order before making any big purchases. You'll rarely see him wasting money on flashy things or risky ideas.
Does he show off and pretend to be richer than he is?
He lives a life he can afford and doesn't pretend to be richer than he is. He prefers comfort and stability over showing off, so you won't see him buying fancy things just to impress others. His focus is on keeping things peaceful and secure, not on looks or status.
Is he too generous, too stingy, or just right?
He is open handed and kind, especially with the people he cares about. If someone needs help or comfort, he will quietly support them, whether that's by lending a hand or sharing what he can. His heart guides him to help, and his sensible side keeps things steady.
Will he use money to try and control you?
He is open and honest about money matters. He prefers to keep things clear and peaceful, so he won't hide spending or make financial decisions behind your back. He isn't controlling or bossy. He wants everyone to feel secure and included.
Let's see how this guy is with sharing housework. Will he share housework or just make you do it?
He believes housework should be shared, not just left for you alone. He values fairness and kindness, so he's willing to step in and help where he can, making sure things stay neat and everyone feels comfortable. Living together, you can expect teamwork, not old fashioned ideas about chores.
Will he help you or just boss you around and tell you what to do?
He will truly help with chores and even things like diapers, not just stand around and give directions. He's the kind who quietly steps in and does what needs to be done rather than leaving you to handle everything alone or acting like a boss. You can expect real support, not just someone sitting and watching.
Now let's see about how this guy is during fights. In fights, does he try to understand your views or just win the fight?
He tries to understand your side and doesn't argue just to prove he's right. He's gentle and cares about keeping things calm between you. So he'll listen and think about what you say rather than getting defensive. You're unlikely to see him raise his voice or stubbornly insist on his way.
Does he become aggressive when angry?
When he's angry, he stays respectful and keeps his emotions under control. He isn't the type to shout, say hurtful things, or act aggressive. You won't have to worry about name calling, slamming doors, or scary outbursts.
Does he have a bad temper?
This is not the kind of man who gets angry very quickly. He tends to keep his cool and stays calm even when things go wrong. You won't find him losing his temper over small issues or reacting sharply.
Will he say sorry and accept his mistakes?
He can say sorry and take responsibility for his mistakes. He doesn't like conflict and he values kindness, so he won't blame you just to protect his own pride. Blaming you or making excuses isn't his way. He cares more about keeping things peaceful and fair.
Next, let's talk about intimacy and physical chemistry. During intimacy, does he respect your boundaries? Does he get that no means no?
Yes, he will respect your boundaries and knows that no truly means no. He is gentle by nature and deeply cares about making you feel safe and comfortable. He doesn't push or pressure, and if you say you're not ready for something, he listens and accepts it without complaint or argument. You won't have to worry about him crossing the line or ignoring your feelings.
If you are not in the mood for intimacy, will he react badly?
No, he is not the kind of man who takes it personally when you're not in the mood for intimacy. He understands that everyone has their own feelings and comfort levels, and he doesn't make it about him or get upset. He cares more about your comfort and well being than his own pride in these moments.
Can you trust him not to shame you or share your private moments, maybe love letters, photos, or videos, even after a breakup or a bad fight?
Yes, you can trust him to handle private moments with care. He understands how important trust and respect are, especially in the most personal parts of a relationship. He keeps shared secrets safe and sees them as special, not as weapons for arguments or jokes.
Is he loyal or is he likely to want to have affairs?
He is faithful and not easily distracted by other women. He values deep connections and puts real effort into building trust and closeness with his partner. You can feel secure knowing he prefers strong bonds over short term thrills.
Will he be jealous, suspicious, and try to control you?
No, he is not over possessive. He trusts easily and wants a relationship built on respect, not suspicion or control. He wants you to be happy, not trapped or watched all the time.
This guy says he is protective in a good way. Is he actually just being possessive?
No, his protective nature is not a sign of a controlling personality. He genuinely cares about your well being and wants you to feel safe and supported, not restricted or watched. You can expect gentle care without any strings attached or hidden control.
Now, onto the topic of kids and how this guy will be as a father. If you guys have kids, will he make you do most of the work?
He will see parenting as a team effort and not expect you to do most of the work alone. He believes in sharing responsibilities and supporting each other to make sure the children are well cared for. He values fairness and teamwork, so you won't feel like you're carrying the load by yourself.
Kids are very messy. Will he lose his temper with them?
When the kids mess up or get upset, he will stay calm and not lose his temper. He is patient and understands that everyone makes mistakes, especially children. The kids will feel safe coming to him knowing he won't scare or shame them.
If you guys have kids, will he still support your career?
Yes, he will support your role as both a mother and your own person. He understands that you have your own dreams, needs, and identity beyond just caring for the family. He won't expect you to forget about yourself or give up everything for the kids.
Will this man say one thing early on, maybe while dating, and then later after kids and marriage change his tune and try to make you give up your career?
No, he is not the kind of man who will support your career now only to ask you to quit after you have a child. His support is genuine and comes from a place of respect for your choices and happiness, not just convenience. You won't have to worry about him changing his mind and suddenly expecting you to sacrifice your career.
Next, let's see how this guy treats your parents. Will he be respectful with your parents?
He will treat your parents with real warmth, not just polite manners on the surface. His caring nature means he values family bonds and wants your loved ones to feel comfortable and respected around him. Your parents will feel welcome and appreciated, not just tolerated. He will try to adjust to your family rather than expect them to change for him.
What if your family creates stress or interferes a bit in your lives?
If your family creates stress or interferes, he will handle it calmly and not make things worse. He doesn't react with anger or harsh words. Instead, he prefers to keep the peace and avoid drama. His calm and patient approach helps everyone feel more at ease, even in stressful situations.
Then let's analyze the role this guy's family will play in your life. Is this man modern with you, but a completely different person when other people, say his parents or bosses, are around?
He is not the kind of man who will act modern with you in private, but suddenly expect you to be a traditional supportive wife just to please his relatives. He cares about fairness and kindness, and he wants you to feel comfortable both at home and with his family. He respects who you are and values your happiness over just following what others might expect.
If there is tension between you and his parents, will he support you?
If there's tension, he will quietly support you rather than stay out of it or take his family's side. His caring nature means he wants you to feel safe and valued, even when things get difficult. He might not jump into the middle of every conflict, but he won't leave you alone to face problems by yourself.
Say you have a conflict with his mother. What will this guy do?
He is not a mummy's boy in the sense that he blindly follows his mother or always takes her side. While he respects his mother and wants to keep peace in the family, he also values fairness and your happiness. He tries to find balance and calm, making sure you know that your concerns matter too.
Will he share all the private details of your relationship with his mother or sister?
He will not share every detail of your fights or your private life with his mother or sister. He believes in keeping your relationship matters private and respects the trust between you both. This means your relationship has a strong foundation of trust and respect for each other's privacy.
Now let's zoom out and put it all together.
So this is why this guy scores B+. He's a good guy. Being in a relationship with this man means living with calm, steady support and gentle kindness every day. He is reliable and works hard to keep life organized and stress free, paying attention to the small things that help a household run smoothly.